Hi and welcome. So today I want to share with you more about symptoms and the deeper root cause of emotional eating. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Michelle. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist and emotional eating expert. And I want to talk about the difference between treating symptoms versus getting to the root cause of your emotional eating. I find that most people going through the emotional eating journey, they really want to get a handle on it, but they use surface level solutions that only look at the symptoms they're experiencing. So when you're an emotional eater, a lot of the symptoms you experience are feeling out of control in your body, that your hunger is out of control, that you don't have enough willpower. And sometimes you see other symptoms of weight gain and inflammatory conditions, and the list can go on. And so you think a diet and exercise is going to be the solution. And so these are solutions in a way, but they're surface level solutions. They're not getting to the root cause of your emotional eating. And the thing is, when we use these surface level solutions and they don't get at the root cause, we end up feeling really defeated and like a failure, because what happens is that our willpower runs out and we give up and we think something's wrong with us and we go back in the cycle again and again. Part of the reason is that it's not really a lack of willpower. You're not getting to the root issue of your emotional eating. So emotional eating is whenever an uncomfortable emotion comes up or we feel discomfort and we go towards food to cope, to soothe ourselves, to manage our emotions or manage our stress. And this pattern comes up probably from a really young age. You either learned it from your parents or caregivers. We're kind of taught it in society. And then it might have been modeled to us, or we discovered food makes us feel good because food has that effect on our body. And so we develop this pattern, and then, we start seeing the symptoms, I feel out of control in my body. I feel uncomfortable. I'm gaining weight. I can't stop binge eating. All of these symptoms start coming up. And so we think, yes, a diet and exercise, it's marketed to us. And it seems like this quick fix, this quick solution. We're so used to having these quick solutions in society, these Band-Aids, and they don't get to the root. And yes, they're quick, but they don't last very long. They're not sustainable. And so we need to understand the deeper root cause of emotional eating. And then we need a solution that's going to address those issues. And so the deeper root cause of emotional eating that I see with clients really is this pattern of using food to soothe. So whenever uncomfortable emotions come up, you use food. And then over time, you try to manage your body, and you tend to be a dieter. And so you learn all of these restrictive ways of eating because you think something's wrong with your body. You don't accept your body. You punish and criticize your body. You might be working out and doing things to your body in an effort to attain a body that's acceptable, so you can finally get that love and acceptance you really want. But all of these start compounding the emotional eating. And so we have to look at the root, all of the roots, because these are all three key areas that we now need to address when we're looking at the root of our emotional eating and in order to resolve it. So the three main areas are around nourishment, body acceptance, and emotional wellness. And these three areas are key and important to really look at in order to get to the root of our emotional eating. They're not Band-Aid fixes. They're not quick fixes. They are sustainable. And that means that once you implement them, you're going to have a resolution of your emotional eating that's going to last. It's not going to be temporary, a month, a year, however long your willpower lasts. This is really looking at the deeper pattern. So if we look at true nourishment, which is one key area, what happens as an emotional eater is that we think something's wrong with our body. We use food to soothe ourselves, so we don't have any idea about our true versus emotional hunger. We tend to eat really poorly when we're in emotional eating or binging episodes, and so that impacts our gut health, which then impacts our mood. We binge because we're restricting ourselves all day. So we really need to learn true nourishment, where we're learning the difference between true and emotional hunger, where we are able to truly nourish our body and to take in nutrients and to eat enough so that we're not binging, and to repair our digestive issues so that our gut is healthy, and that translates into a healthy brain and healthy moods, because our gut and brain are connected. If our digestion's off, our mood's going to be off, and that's going to put us back in the spiral of emotional eating and guilt and shame, and it doesn't help. This is one key area. The second area is body acceptance. So a lot of emotional eaters, they abuse their bodies. They punish themselves and criticize themselves mentally. They're constantly saying something's wrong with them. They're constantly trying a new diet. They don't know their own body's rhythms. They don't know how to accept their bodies or even appreciate it. And this creates a lot of stress in the system. When we learn a new way of body acceptance and tuning into our own rhythms and cycles, we have the right rituals to help our body. We move from criticizing our body to accepting and appreciating it. And this helps to calm down our nervous system. And then when we're doing this, we're actually supporting our body. And then our body will find it's healthy. I believe we all have a healthy, that is specific to us. It's not what we see out there that we have to be a certain size or a certain shape. It's our healthy where we feel good in our body. We feel good being ourselves and we feel vibrant and alive. And when we're able to start appreciating our bodies and tuning into the rituals, we'll find that place. And whatever weight we have usually releases, and any other symptoms. The third area that is so important to really look at that gets into the root of our emotional eating is emotional wellness. So it's actually looking at the emotions running the show, running the emotional eating pattern, making us go towards food. When we're able to get into those patterns at a deep subconscious level and get into the body and resolve it at this deeper level, we can process it, resolve it, integrate, and then move forward powerfully. We actually find out our true needs and we can move forward powerfully. We're no longer running away from our emotions and distracting with a walk or journaling or, our willpower to hold up against our urges. We're actually dealing with our emotions head on, because emotions are information and they are so important. And when we learn this and we become aware of our emotions and how to really be with them, it becomes really magical because we start hearing what they've been trying to tell us. So these three areas are so important, and these are the deeper roots we need to look at and to relearn a new way or resolve. And when we really look at these three key areas, true nourishment, body acceptance, and emotional wellness, we will resolve this pattern at the root and it will be sustainable. It's no longer a Band-Aid solution. And so these three areas are what I cover in my program, the Emotional Eating Evolution Program, which is a comprehensive program. It has tons of support within a group with one-to-one support with me. There is a step-by-step plan. There's accountability to help you move forward in this journey so you can finally resolve your emotional eating. So if this is resonating with you, I'd love to invite you to apply and book in an emotional eating assessment call to see if the program can support you. And of course, if you have any questions about anything that I've shared today, please leave a comment below. And please be sure to like and subscribe. I look forward to sharing more with you, and I hope you have a great day.